Hey you guys, welcome back to another video. As you guys can tell by the title, today we're going to just be talking about why I've been MIA and why I've been off of social media. A lot of you guys have reached out to me in the comments or through email asking me, am I back in nursing school? You guys have just been wishing me well or just, seeing if I'm okay, and I really do appreciate that. So we're going to address all of that in this video. Okay, y'all, we were supposed to do like a little skincare morning routine type of video while we chat, but I ended up recording that video and then deleting half of the footage. So now I'm trying to re-record it, and I already did my skincare, so I'm just going to be chatting with you guys. Long story short though, the reason I've been off of social media and just MIA is because I needed a break from social media for my mental. And then honestly, I haven't been posting on YouTube just because I've been unmotivated just in life. And because I'm unmotivated in life, I couldn't, get inspired to create content and just post, and then when I did try to record content for you guys, I would go back and review the footage, and it was just terrible, and I was like, I'm not posting this. And I just really couldn't get on the camera and fake it, and yeah, it just wasn't gonna sit well with me. So I took a step back, and I think the last time I posted on YouTube was like a year ago. I do, still watch YouTube videos, and within that time I was still watching like YouTube videos, but I just wasn't posting. And then for social media, I think YouTube is social media. I don't consider YouTube social media, but Instagram I'm talking. I think for Instagram and Snapchat, I've been off of that for a few months. I can't remember exactly how long it's been, but just a few months. And it's been going good. It's something I needed for myself because I was just not disciplined, and I was taking too much social media in without doing it in moderation. So it was affecting my mood. It was just addicting, and it was just taking time away from doing other things that I could have been doing that were more productive. Let me tell you guys, for example, I would get up in the morning, right? And I would roll over, grab my phone, and I would start scrolling through Instagram, right? Just like this, just scrolling away. And it should have been for maybe 15 minutes if so. But those 15 minutes would turn into 2 hours or 3 hours, and next thing you know, I lost 2 to 3 hours out of my day. And it's like, girl, come on now. It would have been okay if it was just one day, but it would happen often, and I was just like, you know what, this is not good. I would get off of Instagram feeling like I wasted all of my day, or I feel like I was supposed to do certain things and I just wouldn't get it done because I would wake up and just scroll most of my day. One day, I was able to identify the problem, and I just woke up and was like, okay, you're logging off of Instagram, you're gonna log out of Snapchat as well. And I did it. And it was honestly the best thing that I could have done for myself. I feel like a lot of us can identify that we're on social media too much. We'd be like, girl, we need to get off of social media. We need to do this and that. But we won't actually execute it. We won't actually act on it. But I was able to act on it. And I'm happy because I kind of broke that cycle myself. And even now, I'm still not on Instagram. And I do plan on getting back on Instagram eventually, but I'm not ready to get back on. And I'm not on Snapchat, and I do plan on getting back on Snapchat eventually, but I'm not back on Snapchat. I think I'm just ready to get back on YouTube right now. I feel recharged, remotivated, and if you guys see this, then you know I am back and I am better. Another reason though I have been off of Instagram was because honestly, I feel like I did a lot of comparing. Let's say I had a certain idea for content that I wanted to create for YouTube, and then I would go on Instagram and then I would see somebody else created the same type of content idea, and I just felt like, okay, I could no longer create the content because I'm copying, or mine wouldn't be good enough, or it wouldn't be as good, So then I just kind of felt like, oh, I don't want to do it anymore. So I would kind of talk myself out of doing it. And then it would just be this cycle where I continuously do that. So it's like, oh, you have great ideas, but then you just never put them out because I kind of self-sabotaged. Is that the word? I don't know if that's the word. But yeah. It was like I was doing it to myself, and it just became a habit. And it's really hard because I know I'm such an overthinker, and I'm just so hard on myself, and I'm such a perfectionist. I want the best. I want everything to, come out and be perfect. So it's like when you just sit there and overthink the whole process and then you don't just do it, you'll never do it. And I feel like that's what was happening to me. I was just stuck in this cycle. So I said, you know what? Instagram is no good for me, at least not right now in the headspace that I'm in. It's toxic, so I need to get off, and I feel good about it. Another thing I noticed being on the other end of not having social media and just being around other people that do have social media, I did notice that every time I've been out with my friends, like everybody's so quick to pick up their phone and record. And it's like, instead of living in the moment, I noticed we all do that. You know, all of us that have social media, we pick up our phones and we're quick to post on Snapchat, or quick to post on TikTok, or, you know, Instagram or Instagram stories. And it's just like, are you actually enjoying the moment, or are you just showing the moment, you know? And I didn't really notice it or pay attention to it until I deleted my social media, and until I was in a space where I had no phone to pick up when everybody else around me was picking up their phones and recording. And it feels really good. Like, I feel great to be able to say that I'm disciplined enough not to, you know, have social media during this time where everyone around me has it. It feels real good. And this is not to, you know, bash anybody, but I'm proud of myself. I am, y'all. And that's basically the overall reason why I've been off of social media, you guys. I will say, you know, during my time off of social media, it gave me more time for myself. You know how I talked about wasting time by scrolling 2 to 3 hours on Instagram? Well, when I was off of social media, or now that I'm off of social media, I gained that time back. So it's more time for me to just tap into things I want to tap into, or, you know, kind of get more creative with my time. I've been journaling a lot lately, and journaling has been really good for my mental, because writing is a way that I can express myself easier than like public speaking. I feel like I've always been shy and just like have stage apprehension, and I just feel like writing is a better outlet for me than speaking and expressing my feelings to someone. So me getting back into journaling and just like in my diary has just been like me getting back in my bag. Like, I feel like I am rebuilding myself back up, and it's been the best thing for me. I've been free journaling, but then recently I started doing like intentional journaling. So I've been creating like little prompts for myself, and then I've been responding to those prompts, and it's been good for me. I'm really excited for the next chapter. I'm really excited for my new journey back on YouTube.